Hi guys, welcome back. This is going to be the third attempt at defeating the Prince of Gluttony, and my name is Drogs from Fully Painted Miniatures. If you watched the previous video, you saw me get just absolutely browbeaten. I only managed to do 2 damage to Prince of Gluttony before he killed me. He destroyed Gravehold and killed my players and basically had devoured my entire store. So the way this guy works is he eats up your cards in your store here. I am playing on him against him using the increased difficulty rules for expert mode. Yeah. So I think I got a much better initial setup for this game. The store is similar, but I'll go through all of that in a minute. So we're going to start with Phadraxia as our first character. She has no first breach. She starts with a second breach open, third at a 4 cost, and fourth at a 4th cost. And her unique card is Tourmaline Shard. She gains 1 power, and her ally is allowed to suffer 1 damage to destroy a card in her hand, which is pretty cool. I didn't really use that ability in the next game. I'm going to in this one. Her special ability is Auspex Rune. It allows me to, I have to activate it as soon as I draw a Nemesis card, and it cancels out all damage to either player or Gravehold for the entirety of that activation. So anything a minion does, anything a power does that gets activated, anything that gets drawn. So pretty cool ability. I had her in the first game. I swapped her out with Kadir as my second player. Kadir's unique card allows any player to gain 1 life if I discard it instead of using it to generate power. She starts with the first breach open, second at 3, third at 7, fourth at 7. And her unique ability, Otherworldly Gate, allows you to return 3 cards from your discard pile to your hand and then prep them. And you can prep 2 spells to each open breach that turn. So what's really nice about that is once she has all of her breaches open, you can basically pull them back and you can then have 4 spells prepped to the 3rd and 4th breach, which get bonus damage. Oop. Lost my little player token. All right, player number 2. All right, so the store we're using for this time, still using the Jade, 2 cost, generates 2 power. Verswood Amber, 3 cost, generate 2 power, but you may place this on top of your deck instead of the bottom of your discard pile. And Diamond Cluster, 4 cost, generate 2 power, but if you have 2 Diamond Clusters in that hand, the second one generates 4 instead of 2. So those are the same gems. I swapped out the relics, so we're going to be using Bottled Vortex. You destroy this card and allows you to destroy 2 cards in your hand or discard pile and then draw a card. It's a 3 cost. And Mage's Talisman. This is the only 5 cost card. I fought with myself to include this just because I love this so much. Gain 1 charge and ally gains 1 charge. I almost kept Blasting Staff. And then we also kept Spectral Echo, 3 costs, deal 2 damage. You may destroy a card in your hand. We also kept Ignite, 4 cost, deal 2 damage, and ally gains a charge. Another 4 cost, Amplify Vision. Focus your closed breach with the lowest focus cost, deals 2 damage. If all breaches are open, deals 3. And Lava Tendril. This is, we swapped this out for Oblivion Swell. This is another 4 cost spell, and it deals 3 damage, but if you leave it prepped without casting it, it deals 1 damage every turn, effectively. All right, so I also changed how I set up the Devour pile. The first 3 cards have to be your 3 gems in descending order of cost. But I had to put in another 9, and I'm allowed to put those in any order. So I tried to put them in an order I kind of want to purchase. So I put in 2 Lava Tendrils, 2 Bottled Vortexes, 2 Spectral Echoes, an Amplify Vision, an Ignite, and then an additional Diamond Cluster. So that's how that is going to start out. All right, everything's shuffled, everything's good to go, so I'm just going to start. Okay, we're going to start with Kadir. She's going to prep Spark. She's going to generate 4 power and buy a Lava Tendril. Her next turn is going to be 3 crystals and 2 sparks. Nemesis goes next. And we get Gorge. Devour 2 cards from the second most expensive supply pile. So that's going to be 2 Verswood Ambers. That screws me up. but any player suffers 2 damage. Phydraxia is going to take that damage. That screws up my plan. But that's all right. That's how it works. So Phydraxia is going to prep a spark. She's going to generate 4 power. Yeah, I'll just buy the lava tendril from here. Annoying. But it is what it is. And she's going to have 4 crystals and a spark. And she goes again. She's going to cast Spark for 1 damage. Dropping Prince of Gluttony to 16. Prince of Gluttons. Not Gluttony. Huh. I've been saying that wrong this whole time. Alright. Prep Spark. Fine, Amplify Vision. I did not have enough spells in the previous game, but way too many gems, nowhere near enough spells. 3 crystals, Tourmaline Shard, Lava Tendril. Nemesis goes next, and we get Haze Spewer, a 5-life minion that deals damage equal to its current life to Gravehold, and then suffers 1 damage. Okay, and we get Kadir. She's going to cast Spark, dealing 1 damage to the Haze Spewer, dropping him to 4. She's then going to spend 3 power from these 3 crystals to open her second breach and prep 2 sparks. Our next turn, Emerald Shard, 3 crystals, and a Lava Tendril. I still feel a lot better about this. So the idea here is I made the story even a little bit cheaper. I could have gone with Mage's Talisman at 4/2, which would have given me the ability to just really pick what I want Prince of Gluttons to devour. He would go for Jades first, and then I could pick Bottle Vortex Firstwood, Spectral Echo at 3, and then everything else would be at 4. So that was kind of the idea there. And then I wanted to get Lava Tendrils early to just keep them prepped, just 1 each, and just keep that 1 damage per activation early in the game. Give me a little bit more firepower while I build up what I want. All right, Phydraxia is next. We're going to cast Spark for 1 damage to the Haze Spear. We're going to prep that Lava Tendril, and then she generates 4 power. And she will use that to buy that Firstwood. And an ally may destroy a card. So I will use that to destroy crystal at the cost of 1 life for Kadir. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gives her Amplify Vision, Spark, Versewood, and 2 crystals. And she goes again. I'm gonna... Damn. I will actually cast the Lava Tendril this time, just to kill the Haze Spear, because that's the exact amount of damage it needs. I will then prep Amplify Vision. And I generate 4 power with a Spark. I will buy another Versewood. And she will have Versewood, 2 crystals, Tourmaline Shard, and a Spark on her next turn. And Nemesis gets to go. Sorry, I'm a little disorganized today. Try to keep those neater. Okay, Lobotomize. Any player suffers 3 damage or devour 3 spells from any supply pile. Last time I took 3 Spectral Echoes, which I still like. So I think I will do that. And just devour that pile. And we get Kadir next. Cast 2 Sparks, dealing 2 damage. 2 Prince of Gluttons. Prep a Lava Tendril. And then generate 3 power and buy a Spectral Echo. 2, 3, 4. 3 crystals, 2 sparks. Nemesis goes next. Nothing on the board. And we get the Banesire, the bane of my existence. He is a 6-life minion that causes Unleash on every activation. And we're going to go with Kadir. I will cast the Lava Tendril to do 3 damage to the Banesire, dropping him to 3, and then prep 2 sparks, and then I will spend 3 crystals to buy a Spectral Echo from the Devour pile. 2, 3, 4, 5. Her next turn, Spectral Echo, Spark, Emerald Shard, 2 crystals. So I feel a lot better about this start. It's not perfect by any means. This game is kind of a puzzle, especially with Prince of Gluttons and how you can set up that supply pile. You should be able to plan out your first couple turns. I did get screwed up from that quick devour that, but it's all right. All right, so we get an Unleash. Unleash is going to devour 3 Jades. And then we draw a card. Discard, spend 6 power. Power 2, Unleash twice. And then we get for Draxia. She's going to cast Amplify Vision, dealing 2 damage to the Banesire. And that's going to focus her 3rd breach. She's going to prep Spark. And she generates 5 power. And can destroy one of Kadir's cards, this crystal, at the cost of 1 of her life. Yeah. And that generated 1, 3, 5. So we will buy one Jade and a Bottle Vortex. Okay. 3 crystals, Lava Tendril, Spark. And she goes again. Going to cast Spark, and that's going to kill the Banesire. I will then spend the 3 crystals to focus the 2nd breach. And prep Lava Tendril, and the Spark will be on the focused breach. Focused but unopened. And we'll have Jade, Versewood, and 2 crystals. That's my 6 power to get rid of my nothing. But we're going to get Kadir next. She's going to cast 2 sparks, deal 2 damage to Prince of Gluttons. And she will then prep Spectral Echo, Spark. And she can generate 2 power to buy a Jade. Not too shabby. I'm feeling pretty good. I like the way this is going. 3 crystals, Spectral Echo, and Lava Tendrils. And she gets to go again. So she's going to cast Spark and Spectral Echo, dealing 3 damage to Prince of Gluttons, dropping him to 62. And she's going to destroy a crystal. She will prep Spectral Echo and Lava Tendrils. And then she will use 2 crystals to buy another Jade. Very nice. Much, 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 much better. Emerald Shard, Jade, and Crystal, and 2 sparks. Nemesis. So we take 1 power token off the Eye of Nothing, and we draw a card. Thought Biter, 6 life, persistent. Any player suffers 2 damage, or devour 2 relics from the least expensive relic supply pile. Neither of those are super deadly. So overall, I feel really good. Gravehold's got full life. Phadraxia's at 8. And Kadir is also at 8. Kadir has managed to remove 3 crystals from her deck, which is very nice. I got 2 Lava Tendrils, both on the board, plus some additional damage. Amplify Vision. Yeah, I feel pretty good. I got some crystals and or gems, and I'm gonna be able to start doing some damage to that Devour pile if I don't get some unlucky draws. So, feeling pretty good. That said, I don't think there's any Mage's Talismans in that Devour pile, so I may want to grab 1 or 2 of those, or 1 each for each player, coming up in the next round or 2. Okay. So first we get for Draxia. I'm going to cast Spark. I'm going to leave Lava Tendril. Oh, I forgot to put the tokens down. So that's going to do, it's actually going to do 2 damage to the Thought Biter. 1 from each. I will, oh, Okay, that's fine. I then generate 6 power. And I'm going to open the third breach and prep Amplify Vision to that as well. And then buy a Spectral Echo for the other 3. So that worked out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I meant to discard the Eye of Nothing. Oh well, too late. Kadir. She's going to cast Spectral Echo, destroying a spark, dealing 2 damage to the Thought Biter. She will then prep a spark, and the Lava Tendril will do 1 damage as well, bringing the Thought Biter to 1 life. And she has 4 power or 3 and a life. And she will buy the Lava Tendril. Two crystals, Jade, Spark, and Spectral Echo. Okay, Nemesis is going to go. I have nothing is going to activate and unleash twice. So the first thing it's going to do is eat 3 Jades. It will then eat 2 bottle vortexes and do 2 damage to Gravehold. And then the Thought Biter activates. And that will devour 2 Mage's Talismans. Oh, and then we draw a card. Mind Guzzler. This is going to have 8 life plus 3, so 11. And it unleashes. So not the best. All right. So the Spark is going to kill... So we are now on Kadir's turn. Spark is going to kill the Thought Biter. And then Lava Tendril will do 1 damage to the Mind Guzzler, bringing it to 10. She'll then prep Spectral Echo, and she only can generate 4 power, which is unfortunate. She will buy a Diamond Cluster and have to hold on to that last spark. And she will have Lava Tendril, Emerald Shard, Jade, and Spectral Echo again. Nemesis goes, so that's going to be an Unleash, and he's going to devour 3 Versewoods. Not great. Seraphage, 7 life. It devours 7 cards and then takes 2 damage. It devours cards equal to its life. Okay. We're going to cast Amplify Vision. It's going to focus that 4th breach. That's going to do 3 damage to the Seraphage, dropping it to 4. We will cast the Lava Tendril as well to do an additional 3 to the Seraphage. I will destroy the Bottle Vortex, and then I will destroy these 2 crystals from my discard pile. And that allows me to draw a card as well. I will prep a Spark. And then I generate 4, 5 power. I Mage's Talisman from the store. And that allows Kadir to also destroy a card. I don't need to do that. I won't do that this turn. 3, 5. Next turn, 3 crystals, Spectral Echo, and a Spark. So it's really going to come down to turn order. If I get Kadir, the Lava Tendril will kill the Seraphage. Spectral Echo will do 2 damage to the Mind Guzzler. If I get Phydraxia, she can kill the Seraphage as well. So hopefully I get some good turn order cards and won't suffer too much this turn. All right, I'm going to cast Spark and get rid of that Seraphage off the bat. Then we're going to prep Spectral Echo and Spark. And for 3, we will buy that Verswood from the Devour pile. Next turn, 2 Versewoods, a Jade, Amplify Vision, and a Lava Tendril. And now we get Kadir, she's going to cast Spectral Echo and use that to destroy the spark. And she's also going to cast Lava Tendril for 3. So that's going to do 5 damage to the Mind Guzzler, dropping him to 5. She will then prep a Spectral Echo and a Lava Tendril again. And she then gets a Jade and a Emerald Shard, which we would use to buy the Vrisswood. And her next turn is going to be Vrisswood, a Jade, a Diamond Cluster, and a Crystal with a Spark. So 7 power plus a Spark. All right, and she does get to go again. So we will cast both the Lava Tendril and the Spectral Echo for 5 damage again, killing the Mind Guzzler. Very nice. And that allows me to also destroy a card in hand, and I will destroy a Crystal. I will then prep a Spark, and I generate 6 power. And I will buy both Vrisswoods. One from the Devour, one from the store. So our next turn, 2 Vrisswoods, 2 Crystals, and Spectral Echo. I'm pretty sure Nemesis goes twice now. But we got rid of everything on the board, and we draw a Venomite. The player with the lowest life suffers 2 damage on activation, or discard a card that costs 3 or more. And it has 9 life. So not a bad draw. And then we get Nemesis again. So I will discard this Spectral Echo because there's nothing I want to destroy out of this hand. So that cancels that out. And we draw another card, Pulverizing Ray. This is the card that does 18 damage. When it activates, you can discard up to 6 gems. Each gem that you discard prevents 6 of that damage. Last time I used the Auspex rune and just canceled that out. I don't have any charges though at the moment. Alright, so we're going to stay with Phydraxia. She's going to cast 1 damage Spark on the Venomite, dropping him to 8 from 9. She's going to prep Lava Tendril and Amplify Vision. And then she generates 6 power, which we'll use to buy a Mage's Talisman. Mage's Talisman, Tourmaline Shard, Vrisswood, and 2 Crystals. So I got at least 2 Mage's Talismans on Phydraxia. That's good. That's a good start. I would like to curate her deck a little more. She hasn't... Her card that allows destruction only affects her allies. I don't know if I actually gave her any Spectral Echoes. I hope I did. Yeah, in here? I wonder, maybe 1. Yeah, only 1. So I want to get her those Bottled Vortexes. So if possible, have Kadir buy up that Mage's Talisman, and then have Phydraxia buy up like 2. Oops. 2 of those Bottled Vortexes, and we should be in good shape. Kadir has removed 4 crystals and 2 sparks. So that is the majority for starting cards. Okay, Nemesis first. So, I don't want to do that, so I will take 2 damage for Phydraxia, the Venomite. And then Pulverizing Ray activates to do 18 damage. And I will discard 4. Yeah, I'll do that. 6. That gets rid of that. And we draw God Feeders. 8 life minion. Gravehold suffers 3 damage, and it eats a gem from the most expensive supply pile, which would be Diamond Clusters. Okay. Get her first. She's going to cast Spark. 1 damage to the Venomite. Prep Spectral Echo. And then she generates 4 power. She's going to buy 2 charges. Next turn, 2 Lava Tendrils, Spectral Echo, Emerald Shard, and Jade. Okay. We do get Phadraxia. So she's going to cast Amplify Vision for 3 damage. Lava Tendrils does 3 as well. If I cast it. Yeah, I will cast both. And that will do 6 damage and open up her 4th breach. That drops Venomite to 1. I will then use Mage's Talisman to generate a charge for each mage. And her next turn will be Spark, 3 crystals, and Spectral Echo. Okay, we do get Kadir next. That is nice. Don't have anything I want to destroy with Spectral Echo, but I will still cast it and kill the Venomite. I will then prep 2 Lava Tendrils. And I will spend 3 to focus her 3rd breach and prep Spectral Echo to it. Next turn, 1 of each premium crystal. And we get the Nemesis. So Gravehold is going to take 3 damage, dropping it to 25 from the God Feeders. And then he devours a Diamond Cluster. Then we also draw the Nidamal, 11 life. Gravehold suffers 2 damage on each activation. Luckily, Gravehold's at pretty high life right now. All right, so now we get Phadraxia. We're going to prep Spark and Spectral Echo, and 3 power is going to buy a charge. 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn, Spark, Mage's Talisman, Vristwood, and 2 Jades. I feel okay. I feel a lot better than I did the previous game. Obviously, I've already done more damage. Players still both have decent life, 6 and 8, and I haven't even tried healing them yet. Definitely have more offensive firepower. I mean, I never had, what was that, 8 damage on deck and 4? Oh no, 5. So, definitely better able to handle those creatures as they're coming up. I don't like my economy, though. I would like to be able to buy more of those. I want to get to those bottle vortexes at the very least. All right, Nemesis first. 3 damage from God Feeders and eats another Diamond Cluster. And another 2. So that brings us down to 20 on Gravehold, and we draw a card. Unleash twice. Gravehold suffers 3 damage. That's not an option. Or we bring back the Venomite with 9 life. Okay. All right. So she has 8 damage on tap, which is just enough to kill the God Feeders. So we will just direct it all there. 2 Lava Tendrils and a Spectral Echo will kill God Feeders. Okay. And we then have 4, 6, 8 power. And we will buy these 2 Diamond Clusters. Hey, not bad. Not too shabby. And look at that. I got a 3rd one right there. 3, 4, 5. 2 Vristwoods, Spark, Emerald Shard, and Spectral Echo. Okay. Phadraxia's turn. I can... Spectral Echo does 3. Spark does 2. Yep, I will cast both of these. That will do 5 damage. And I will destroy a spark to the Nidomaw. I will use Mage's Talisman, which will generate a charge for each player. That puts Phaedraxia at 3 and Kadir at 4. And I then generate 6 power, and I will buy a third Mage's Talisman. So all 3 of my Mage's Talisman are in Phaedraxia's deck. Next turn, Lava Tendril, Tourmaline Shard, Firstwood, and 2 crystals. And she gets to go again. Okay, we will prep Lava Tendril. And this generates 3, 4, 5 power. And an ally may destroy a card for 1 life. Ally, so Kadir is going to destroy a Spark. 3, 4, 5. And, oh man, do I want to buy another Mage's Talisman? Or, oh no, I'll buy a Bottled Vortex and a charge. That's what I'll do. Okay, Amplify Vision, 3 crystals, and Mage's Talisman. Nemesis. All right, Nidomaw is going to do 2 damage to Gravehold, dropping it to 18. Venomite, I can discard a spell or take 2 damage. I'm going to have Kadir take 2 damage. And we draw a card, Dispel. This is one of my least favorites. It's going to discard the Lava Tendril that was prepped and unleash twice. So it's going to eat 3 Ignites and 3 Amplified Visions. No damage, though, luckily. And we get Kadir. We're going to prep Spectral Echo. And then we generate 4 power to buy an Amplified Vision. And we're going to use the Emerald Shard to give herself 1 life. So both my mages now have 6 life. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I still feel pretty decent. I'm a cluster Jade, Spectral Echo, 2 Lava Tendrils. Phaedraxia's got 3 open breaches. Kadir only has 2. I kind of forgot that I didn't have Focusing Orbs in this game. And I didn't really buy any Amplified Visions either. To counteract that, but that's okay. They both have 6 life. They both have decent damage. We have 3 Mage's Talismans and Phaedraxia. I need to curate a little bit better. But if I can get ahead of these creatures, I feel pretty good because I'm right about to start getting my special abilities, which, yeah, those help a lot. Especially, I forgot to plan this way, but I wanted to give Kadir a bunch of Ignites so I could use her special ability to grab 3 Ignites and generate charges for Phaedraxia. That's kind of my favorite way to do it. All right. Did I already give it odds for this game? No, the previous game I did. I would say about 40% chance of winning right now. Maybe 45. I think I'm close. I had a great, really, really good start. There's not nearly enough cards in the store. There just isn't. All right. Phaedraxia. Prep, Amplify Vision. Cast or use Mage's Talisman. And it gives her and Kadir both full charges. And then 3 power is wasted. I can't do anything with that. Now they both have their special abilities up. 2 Mage's Talismans, Spark. But I can't really use Kadir's because I only have 1 spell. All right. So Nemesis card came out. I am going to use Auspex Room, and that's going to cancel out Nidomaw and Venomite's damage and whatever this card is. Okay. So any player places their discard top pile on top of their deck, shuffles it, destroys the top 4 cards, and then unleashes twice. We're going to go with Phydraxia, since I have 2 of my Mage's Talismans right here and hasn't curated as much. So I feel like I have better odds of getting a Crystal or a Spark. Oh, should be shuffling on camera, my bad. I at least get to cancel out the damage from the unleashes as well. Okay. 2, 3, 4. And we get Crystal, Bottle Vortex, that sucks, Lava Tundral, and Mage's Talisman. So not what I was hoping for. Those are all destroyed. But it is what it is. And then we unleash twice. So we're going to have it eat this Ignite. And does anything else have 1 card? No. And the 2 Mage's Talismans. So 2 more unleashes and I lose the game. And again, I got to do lots of damage. So, Phydraxia first. Amplified Vision does 4 damage to the Nidoman, dropping it to 2. I will prep Spectral Echo and Spark. I will use both Mage's Talisman and the Vristwood to give herself 3 charges. 2 from the Mage's Talisman and 1 from the Vristwood. It doesn't affect Kadir though, and I don't want to use Kadir's special ability yet, so... Boo! And 3 crystals, Vristwood, and a Jade. Nemesis goes again. Unfortunately, I do not have Auspex Rune up again yet. So that is 2 damage to Gravehold, dropping it to 16. And I don't want to discard any cards. So Phydraxia is going to take 2 damage. Dropping her to 4. Let me draw a card. Power 1, unleash 3 times. That will kill. That will destroy me. That will lose me the game. So to discard, destroy 2 prep spells that cost 3 or more. So I have 2 Spectral Echoes, and I will just cancel that out. All right, Kadir is then going to generate 4 power. So she will focus her 3rd breach. She will prep 2 Lava Tendrils and a Spectral Echo. Still don't want to use her special ability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, this is the problem. I keep ending up with too many gems. So that's great. Use her special ability, but I mean that's 9 power. I don't need that at this point in the game. Okay, here we go. So 3 damage, and 2. So I will use Spectral Echo, do 2 damage, and destroy that crystal, kill the Nidoman. And then the 2 Lava Tendrils will do 6 damage to the Metamite, dropping it to 3. I will then use her special ability, Otherworldly Gate, and I will return 2 Lava Tendrils and Amplify Vision. And prep all 3. I will spend this 8 power. I will actually open that 3rd breach, so I'm going to move 2 Lava Tendrils over there for 3. And then for 5, I will buy a Mage's Talisman. I was going to buy charges again, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This gives her 2 Vristwoods, Emerald Shard, Diamond, and a Crystal. So again, almost have the minions under control. Gravehold's still okay. Players are still okay. But 2 unleashes and that's game over. I definitely do not feel like I need to be buying anything more from anything. So basically all of my charges are now for, all of my power is now going to be for charge generation. Might buy the mages. That's better. All right. So we get Kadir again. That's good. So we are going to... That does 2 damage, yeah. So we're going to cast 1 Lava Tendril, which does 4 damage on the Venomite, killing it. And then we will cast both the Lava Tendril and Amplify Vision, which is going to do 4 to 6 damage. And focus that 4th breach. And that 6 is going to drop Prince of Gluttons from 62 to 56. We then have 8 power or 7 and a life. She will buy that last Mage's Talisman. For 5, she will buy a charge, and she will heal Phadraxia 1. Bringing her back up to 5. That was just too good of a setup. Her deck's pretty small. All right. Her next turn, Mage's Talisman, Spectral Echo, 2 Diamond Clusters, and a Jade. So I'll let her get it. Oh, and she gets to go again. Nice. So we will prep Spectral Echo. We will use Mage's Talisman to generate 2 charges. 1 for each. And then with this is 8 power. 2, 4 because there's doubles. So that's 6 and then 8. So I can buy it Ignite and 2 charges, which I'm not going to do. What do I got here? I will buy 3 charges for Otherworldly Gate. I will then activate it. And I will pull back 2 Lava Tendrils and Amplify Vision once again. I'll prep Amplify like that. And because I still had 2 additional power, I will buy 1 additional charge. So you can see how powerful that is. It's hard for me to justify using anyone other than Kadir. I think she's the best mage in this set. 3 Reverse Woods, 2 Jades, and Mage's Talisman. So this is, again, 8 power. So I can use her ability again on her next turn. Which is just crazy. So I can cast these 4 spells, activate her power again, and then she's still back at... she actually will be at 2 charges after her next turn. So it's just crazy how good she is. Plus she can heal. All right, for Phadraxia next, we're going to cast Spark for 2 damage. Brings Prince of Gluttons to 54. Now, this is 3, 5, 7 power. I can only use 2 for a charge. So I will purchase Ignite. I might actually win this. Once you get, if you have a good special ability combo, it really, really helps if you can just keep it up with Mage's Talismans, Sapphires, and Ignites. And Ignites on Kadir are extremely useful. So Mage's Talisman, Verswood, Crystal, Tourmaline Shard, and Amplify Vision. I would love, like, once again, can I even reach? Amplify Visions are fine, Ignites are fine. I would love to get that Bottled Vortex and these 2 Bottled Vortexes. I don't know if it's probably not worth going that far. All right, we're going to get Phadraxia again. Amplify Vision. Mage's Talisman generates a single charge for Kadir. Now, she can't buy charges. Phadraxia. So I have 2 power, 4 power. So I pretty much have to buy from that devour pile. Or do nothing. Just waste the power. But I will take spells. Especially spells that do decent damage. And our next turn, Mage's Talisman, Verswood, Crystal, Ignite, and a Spark. And we get Nemesis. Nothing on the board, thankfully. And we get a creature, the Memory Eater. This is the one who killed me last game. 16 life. The player with the lowest life suffers damage equal to the number of enemy supply piles, which would be 7. Which is crazy high. Yeah, I don't like that. Nemesis goes again. That's going to do 7 damage. So I'm going to activate the Auspex Rune. That cancels out the damage from the Memory Eater. And whatever this does. Unleash twice. That unfortunately loses me the game. It also would cause 4 damage and destroy 4 cards, which I don't want to do. But the double unleash actually just eats all of these cards, and I lose the game. So, again, the Prince of Gluttons is tough. I only managed to get him down to 54. Now, Gravehold, even though I didn't have Focusing Orbs, and I never healed it, still only brought me down to 16. So I feel like I did a really good job of managing Devours. I got her special ability off, 3-4 times? 3 times, I think. So that's good. Not enough firepower. So, how do I do more damage faster into the turn order? These tier 3 cards. So this was an unleash twice. That's an crazy damage. Here's an unleash twice. Lose all your charges, all that stuff. So I'm not really sure how to move forward with this, other than taking more expensive spells that do more damage. So maybe doing the Chaos Arc with the Amplify Vision, so I get some spells that can do 7-8 damage. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's tough. I'm struggling a little bit. When I was facing the other, like Rageborn, every time I lost, I was kind of like, okay, this worked, this didn't. I kind of know what to do. I'm not sure what I did wrong here. I know I don't need to manage their life. I like this combination a lot. I could swap out Phadraxia for Mist, just so I could get even more cards. I like my store. I really do. I could swap out Diamond Cluster. No. I could swap out Diamond Cluster for Rubies. Would be like one of the other options. And then take Planar Insight and Chaos Arc, which are both 6-cost spells. I would have to swap out probably Lava Tendril. I could, and Ignite. I would have to swap out Ignite and keep the Mage's Talismans. Yeah, I think I'll try that next game. Keep the same 2 Mages, swap out Lava Tendril and Ignite because I had no problem generating my special abilities. For Planar Insight and Chaos Arc, so that I have 2 spells that are both 6 cost, but are high damage. Yeah, I'll try it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and I had fun shooting the video anyway. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best. And I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Have a great day. Bye, guys.